I said I wanted to start with Roundel first, so yeah, Cruci 10. Finally up to double digits, and we get another starting Molten Gold. I do love starting Molten Gold, and frankly, yeah, it's probably Super Boots is probably the best there, probably the safest. But I like the opportunities we have from Molten Gold, as I've said multiple times. I do think that Hecklin's hat would be pretty exceptionally nice, along with the Molten Gold we have, but unfortunately we can't have everything. So let me tell you, if I could choose to somehow take all three of those passes there, I totally would. Those are absolutely insane passes. Bad. Well, they would be absolutely insane passes to have. On their own, they're a bit less interesting, but together they're certainly quite cool. Especially the Molten Gold Plus Hacklins. Roundabout Concentrication Blue Lighting. All they're mildly tempting. We have only a single store later on. Roundabout has normal damage upgrades and a piercing one enemy along with damage scaling. Like, it sounds reasonably tempting, doesn't it? But I guess I'll pass for now. Not the best. Probably shouldn't be losing too much health. Especially with Molten Gold starter, so pushing cash is not exactly the most helpful thing ever. I think I do actually... No, fine, I won't. I think that the up dupe there is actually not that bad. If I had an upgrade, okay. If I'd gone this the other way around, I would have done it. Unfortunately, I didn't, but... Yeah, that's unfortunate. It would have been really nice to have. Okay. Uh, whatever, bro. Well, I guess we got it, huh? Ugh. I mean, I'm not complaining. Oh god, that is not doing anything. Right. Like, I'm not going to complain too much, but yeah. Obviously, I'd rather just not get that event there. Maintain 8 health. Perhaps I don't want the duplication. I do think that overall the duplication is going to be a good thing, but depending on what I find, it could be very much not actually helpful for what we're trying to do. 1, 2, 3. 200 is pushing it, but 150 is certainly not pushing it. Okay. Sounds good. That's a bramble. I think we should be decently fine with this elite. It's not going to be too good, but I think most of the elites we're just pretty fine into. Not so sure how I feel about this one. Pretty fine first shot. A crit. A crit, perfect. Ooh, actually it's slightly off. Okay, perfect. Not slightly off apparently. Ooh. 6 exploitable? That is a lovely, lovely debuff for us to get. Absolutely lovely. If I don't get a refresh here... Oh, so close yet so far, eh? Please. 2 hits, really? Well, I guess if we get a dodge, it doesn't really count as 2 hits, does it? You know what? Let's get spicy. So close. Blessed, absolutely blessed. Oh my lord. Okay, that is pretty disgusting, I'm going to be honest, but I'm not going to complain because that was really good. And then we get a Ring of Pain, that is just like a free ticket through Area 1, to be honest. I don't think we can be stopped in Area 1 now, so I'm kind of going to try and... Yeah, no, sounds good, yeah, good. I'll go to this question mark over here. But yeah, Ring of Pain is a pretty good pickup there. Refilibuster is pretty amazing too. Very happy to see the Refilibuster because that's just a really nice AoE. I was tempted to pick up the Cauldron Bubble there, for sure. In the end, I decided not to. I think that was certainly a fine pick. So I'd like to get to 150 before I get to the store. Just in case I don't get a fight that gives me cash. Lovely stuff. I can now buy a common orb. So what, Ball Lightning Rubble? Both sound decent, eh? Not too crazy, especially with what I've already got, which is not the most. But I can pull together some stuff with this. Some of the passives certainly aren't going to be doing the most, eh? That's a lot of forced health lost, which is not the most ideal, but a free removal is nice. It just doesn't really feel very free. Wow. I'm just having a very hard time not taking this. It's kind of just really good. Oh, dodgy dagger, hold up. Wait, maybe this smoke mod was actually... What? Huh. I thought the smoke mod was bad, but apparently it was a sign. Jesus, man, that is impressive. Very impressive. We're going to be putting some massive holes in these guys. Just instantly dead, basically. Nice. We even land some exploitable, baby. Spiffy crit would certainly be an amazing passive, wouldn't it? Just claim some exploitable scaling. Just because we have... Oh my lord. I mean, realistically though, we just kind of are looking for anything that adds some extra crits to the board because that would certainly be the most ideal. This should just be such a good shot though. Yep, his health is just completely disappearing. Oh. So is that just showing how many vines are on the board? I've never really paid that close of an attention to it. It is, okay. I'm not sure why it needs to show it. So it's not like you can get the on debuff. Also, we're actually kind of taking damage, huh? It's not like you can get the on debuff passive get +2/+4 at this point, so that doesn't matter. I mean, it works. It's not what I was trying to do, but it works. There we go. Alright, great stuff. 90 cash, that works. Let's see what kind of boss passive we can find here. Let's see what we're trying to do. Sapasak, Heavy Hand, Consuming Chalice. You know what? My critting capability sucks. And I do kind of like having I just can't really take that. Sapasak, however, does allow me to just... I don't want to. From his Heavy Hand, do I really want to? I guess. I think that it's not as interesting as it could be and should be, but we'll still try it. Was that really triple store I saw? That is spicy for sure. I don't think I can really take triple store. Wait. That's not a triple store, pal. That is not a triple store. Yeah, perfect. That was kind of what I was waiting for. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're not going to do that side. We're just going to do this side. What kind of passives are we looking for in this store? That's a good question. Because I could search for like navigation flash and reduce, refuse, recycle, and absolutely pull off all of that stuff, but it's not as handy because of the timing of where I'm getting it. That probably sounds the most ideal. I'm going to need to do some upgrading. My deck is getting very good, but unfortunately it's also becoming very thin, and I don't have any like on discard effects. Okay, this is good for us. This is a very decent fight for us, especially if we can actually get the right order. But that'll come with time, surely. Actually, Heavy Hand for Crit Brocking is pretty cool. Gotta be honest. I think we should just be able to control this quite well. Surely this is just an incredible matchup for us. Although it is obviously very easy for us to do two targeting orbs back to back, which is not the most ideal, especially since it also gets a damage reduction, but I think it's fine. Perfect, we get a dodge here. Not bad, I always appreciate a bit more scaling. No refresh, damn. I was really hoping for a refresh there, just because getting one on this map has proven to be harder. But apparently it's pretty easy still. Yep, the smoke mod might legitimately be pretty damn good here. Do I want to do that? Not really. I don't have access to cash at all. Spinception, aliens, raw. Yeah, I think we can just play a targeting build. That sounds fun. Don't require my health that much. And I already have two very good targeting orbs in my deck. We'll take this. We probably still don't have our win condition in our deck, but we do have some very, very decent orbs for sure. Yeah, we found some very interesting stuff, and I must admit, I want to look at this seed real quick because that is a quad store area 2 seed. That might be fun to just come back and try a custom run and buy them all out. That honestly does sound pretty enjoyable. Lovely. Like quad store area 2, I do not think I've ever seen quad store in area 2. I feel like I've gotten like 5, 6 stores on a map in area 1 before, but quad store that you can actually go to is actually just crazy. Certainly not something I ever expected to see. Also, thanks to all of the dodgy stuff we've got going on, this crossbow fight should just be quite easy. A lot of the dodge stuff is just like very decent against him. Even something like sand arrows is actually just like pretty helpful. How much stuff does this hit? Oh, we have dense this shot, so good. It hit both of them. Can't recall if it also... That's targeting the wrong enemy. I must admit, I thought it auto went onto the chandelier, but apparently not. I would also like retaining 60% of my pollution, that would be pretty cool. Since I can actually get past 100 quite easily. Especially depending on what I find in this... Oh, I definitely want to get to 250, thank you very much. If you'll please be so kind as to get me to 250. Thank you, I got to 250, perfect. Now let's just go. Don't have any form of greed, I don't have any passives past this point. Boomyverse, interesting. Very interesting. Oh, wow. Let's just build around that? Sure, sounds good. So I will pick up any evasive maneuverbs I see. Thinking about all the passives I want, I think there are approximately 4 or 5 I can think of. I'd say Word on Stake, sure, that can be one of them. I think Unicorn Horn could also be one of them, but I'll pass. We just get a worth of opportunities here. Yeah, okay, I think First Bandana is certainly one of them, and I think Special Button is definitely one of them. Admittedly, not the ones I was expecting to see, though. Okay. Oh, I did actually want the Reduce, Refuse, Recycle a lot, but I do kind of like this stuff. I think I'll just take this stuff. Alright, I like what we got there quite a bit. There's a lot of decent stuff there. The extra greed is going to be certainly quite lovely. Not too much bomb stuff going around though. Dodge. Perfect. Getting a dodge on that first hit basically just guarantees us the win. Well, I mean, it was already guaranteed, but like, you know what I mean. It makes it so much simpler. Alien's Rock is also just going to completely handle them. Although they're basically never going to get to us anyway. Wait, you hit? Wow. I mean, I got like a 40 dodge and a 68 miss. Which is impressive, especially since the blind had also stacked up at that point. Trying to shoot towards a crit, probably not the best idea to be honest. They did actually get past there. It's fine. Oh, well, okay, it's very much just totally fine. And yeah, I think that the aliens... So, Hero's Backpack upgrade is actually pretty decent, so I will be attempting to add more evasive maneuverbs to my deck, if I can find them, that is. Just making duplication a little bit better. Kinetic Meteorite when I only have 1 refresh on the board. Molten Mantle when I have minimum cash gains. I think we will just take a Meteorite. It is pretty decent. We only have 2 refreshes on the board. And hitting a refresh is pretty powerful. Like, it does feed into Refilibuster quite well. Nice. Oh, you bounced over the bomb? Okay, good. As long as you hit that chain, I was perfectly fine with whatever you did because it was most likely going to be very, very good. I did not take Decoy Orb. Look, the Decoy Orb was certainly going to be very, very good. The thing is, I didn't think I needed the Decoy Orb because I thought 3 stores, what's the chances I don't find myself a round guard, right? I feel like the chances should have been pretty high, but apparently I missed it. So, yep, it looks like I would like to... No, you know what, I want to take Triple Elite, not Double Store. Triple Elite sounds better than Double Store, right? Which means I'm more than happy to grab myself a level 3 evasive maneuver there because it just seems pretty good. Trying to get towards the bomb. Bit tough, it seems. Alright, let's make sure that we open up the navigation to the right, if you'll be so kind. Looks like I get a lot of time in this fight, so should be very doable. Perfect. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, I do really appreciate the healing, honestly. Like, I picked it up because I thought I was going to find Round Guard. And unfortunately, if I'd gone the decoy orb in the last store, I probably would have bought it because I would have realized that I wasn't getting Round Guard at that point. So I should just buy the decoy orb because the decoy orb would be pretty amazing, especially with the heal 6 picked up already. But yeah, I didn't really have the opportunity. And that being said, the last store was also just like pretty stacked anyway. That was a good first shot. Not quite a good last shot though, because it wasn't the last shot. Holy cow. That was a really bad shot. Luckily, Bramble. Crunch. That's hilarious. The chance of getting 2 Bramble is pretty low. The whole 1 in 25? That's pretty hard to hit. I think this should be pretty forced navigation. I'll hold off on that because the store is very, very soon, actually. Sooner than I expected. What is it hitting? Good. Okay. If we're not getting a dodge the first shot, we do actually lose some health. Although we are just going to recover it. Yep, should just be a very nice fight, shouldn't it? Oh, I thought I wasn't going to get punished for not changing my navigation, but I did. Luckily, it's really not that big of a punish at all. Do I have? No, I don't. That's just a random bomb that appeared. Cool. Alright, really good stuff. I'm not getting hit again. I really want your crits refresh. Because that would be super nice. It's actually just like pretty cool with Redoublet. I don't like Redoublet that much at all, but that is one thing that it is good for. Oh, see ya. See ya to our health as well, because it has just completely disappeared. Vitamin C. I do love me a bit of vitamin C, so I think I will take it. What boss are we fighting? A boss that kind of cares about vitamin C? Here's the thing. Do I really need the 2 extra refreshes on the board when I've got Kinetic Meteorite? Like, Kinetic Meteorite's just pretty good at playing into your refreshing more. Also, we got up to 200 cash without needing a fight. However, we did in fact get a fight that we can juice for, and nice. Very happy to get another elite here. It is quite cool, especially since we got a crit on that shot. I imagine we should just kind of farm up this guy a bit. Well, that was way better than I expected. I was not expecting much for that shot, to be honest. And it delivered much more than I expected. Perfect, we can kind of just keep this going. I don't have guaranteed crit just yet. But it looks like I'm doing a pretty good job of hitting a crit every shot, eh? Oh. He says confidently. There's a lot of temp crits. Unfortunately, the refresh is distinctly very hard to hit right now. Boom. Oh, that was so close. That's actually a really decent shot. Yeah, let's do this. These elites have certainly drained my health, huh? Need to make sure not to throw, because that would be certainly very, very unfortunate. And hold up. Oh my lord. Actually, incredibly, incredibly unfortunate. Well, that was unexpected. Very, very rude. 244 health to chill with, and we have to fight a few more elites. I kind of don't want to. No, I did press the button there. Wow. Oopsies. Seems I clicked a bit too fast. I could have sworn that should have pressed the button there. Ah, there we go. Okay, that is certainly a whole lot nicer though. We can do a lot of stuff with this. Yes, for sure. That's actually really, really good. And then we get this as well. Plus 10 damage is fine. It's not doing too much, but it's very fine. Okay, that was just a very, very decent store. Now I need to be stocking out my health, upgrading my deck, doing all the good stuff. Navigation inflation. Oh, Rango. That's even better. That is actually just insanely good. Refreshive. Oh my god. Having Refreshive and Refreshield is actually just insane. Both such good sources. Well, this should be able to hit a crit, and we should just kind of debuff control. That's past both crits. Hopefully we can just debuff control both of these, all of these enemies. Getting a lot of transparency, which is not exactly the most necessary debuff, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, certainly not the most necessary debuff here. Who's the most important one? I think these guys are still just more important. Alright, because the Bramble just sticks around for forever. Really good hits. Thing is, I'm pretty sure we can just have one enemy hitting into us. So 50. So yeah, we just max out each shot. So as long as there's only one enemy, we can actually just loot them. That is pretty awesome, gotta be honest. Pretty damn awesome. Now I can discard to heal as well, because I totally forgot about that. Alright, that is absolutely lovely. I will be taking this though. I'm also just going to be pressing that button every time though, because it seems like I need it. I've been getting absolutely drained by the elites, and I still haven't fought the elite who's like the number one for draining your health, and that's this guy. You need your refresh also crit. The good news is, we did not get a dodge, okay. Well, the good news is, from here on out, I should be getting only dodges. It's like impossible for me not to. No, because I didn't crit that shot. Wait, did I? Or was it because it wasn't maxed? Well, it's basically guaranteed to get dodges every single time. Even if not fully guaranteed. Which is great, because it looks like we gained health this fight. Certainly after pressing this button. Ooh. I mean, I think I'll take this, just because it's more fun. But both are very good. Perhaps I should not be pressing the heal button and then also trying to misnavigate, but that's what the 100 illusions is for, right? Not a sapper fight is what I was going to say. Alas, we got a sapper fight. Yeah, counterfeit is actually very, very nice there. We only have 2 crits on the board, but 2 crits is actually a pretty decent chunk. Oh. Oopsies. Oh, we have... Is this your card as well? Perfect. Wait. Okay, I might be slightly blind. I thought Is This Your Card was the one that gave us guaranteed crits. But it's not. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to sapper fight. Look how much health we lost. I really like that super roots around about now. 3 stores, we didn't see the super roots again as well. Yeah, I thought the Is This Your Card was the guaranteed crit one. Also, what was that aiming? It's fine. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's certainly nice to have this Is This Your Card. I'm not going to complain too much about it. But would I enjoy the other one even more? Yep, for sure. It's just like actually so nice to have. The nice thing about Is This Your Card is it's actually very easy to go infinite with it with Dodgy Dagger. And that's what I plan on doing. My health is not in the best spot though. Have not been able to... Oh, perfect. I was trying to set up that bounce onto the bomb. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, this is much less beautiful. Let's get the targeting correct this time. Pretty decent shot as well. Oh, damn, yeah, look at that illusion. Being able to dodge that first hit is actually just beautiful. Now we dodge the second hit as well. I need to be spamming the discard button there. It's something I need to be doing a whole lot more. Wait, is this the last fight? It is. I don't have a fully upgraded deck, which is not the most ideal, but luckily it doesn't actually matter too much. I think we're pretty fine with our setup, because our setup's actually pretty solid. We definitely don't need to be doing the Adventure Backpack stuff, by the way. It's probably been very dangerous for us, and in fact I'm going to skip out on that so I can heal there. But it's just fun to try and do that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Also, I shouldn't be doing this, to be clear. But I want more cash. But even though I can't use it. Because I surely wish I could use it. One more fight would be perfect. I imagine our deck works pretty well here, but still a mildly spooky fight because we're only entering with half health, you know. And Alien's Rock does not quite work the way you would like here. And our healing is still very, very minimal. It's actually just like still a very spooky fight. Criticus is actually dealing some very decent damage though, isn't it? Like I'm hearing those health chunks, and those are actually very good health chunks. Yeah, each discard is just capping us out though. Beautiful. We should be able to wipe him out here. Okay, perfect. And we win 1v1s. With this comp it's impossible to lose 1v1, so of course we get the only boss, which isn't like a direct 1v1. Yes, the Saber guy has all of his minions, but with the crit damage and the crit scaling stuff we had, I feel like we probably could have taken care of those minions. Yeah, that fight was, that run was like way spookier than I expected to be, to be honest. Because like we had a lot of power early on, and we had a lot of power late game as well, but we kind of just had our health drained very fast in Area 3, and then it was a bit on the road to recovery from there. Yeah, the Molten Gold Star was obviously very, very nice. I mean, like, we literally funded 3 stores in Area 2. And, like, sure, we didn't buy that much stuff in the stores, but we don't need to max buy stores every single time. The main reason why I like max buying stores so much is because, It removes passives from the pool, and every single passive, despite it having like a small effect, can still change the outcome of the run. Like even just like flaunting that's getting you 20 more illusion on your first shot, meaning that you actually claim the dodge, can like be a pretty big deal. Like even if passives aren't necessarily that impressive, they can still do good stuff. Man, the refresh shield and refresh was actually just so nice because I was kind of trying to limit our number of refreshes on the board. That's why I turned down a peg bag, just so that I could get a bit more use out of my boss passive because it's not a passive I like particularly well, and I thought that would be a good way to get some use out of it. And I definitely got some use out of this passive. It's still not my favorite, but it does provide you with a neat effect a lot of the time, and kind of helps counteract the fact that most of the time it's really going to be messing up your shot and your navigation, which is not ideal. But yeah, the Molly Flower, like we had so much crit stuff. Let's just quickly Dodgy Dagger, Morley Flower, both of those are actually insane. Vitamin C, Criticus, both of those are really, really good. Redouble actually did decent chunk this run. Is this your card just a combo with this stuff is really, really lovely. And Counterfeit Crits was the only other one. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, and Special Button, obviously. Yeah, lots of really good crit stuff because these four passives just work, well, five actually. These five passives work so well together. Um, Actually, these four passives, Crit Course doesn't count because Crit Course is mostly just good with this, and this. And the other ones don't really care about these ones. Like, they're good, especially for Molliflower, but not required. I mean, especially for Molliflower, I guess. Yeah, Dodgy Dagger and Molliflower scaling is actually just beautiful. Definitely carried us this run. And yeah, once we found the Alien's Rock, we kind of figured that we could go in on Evasive Maneuvorb a bit more. So then we upgraded one to level 3, I believe. And then we found the huge backpack, and I was just like, oh, I can go fully in on the Evasive Maneuver. And yeah, that did just work out. I like you definitely don't need to go as crazy as I did with the Evasive Maneuvers. They're just like, that's a lot of damage benefits. It's plus 10 effectively, right? 18 damage evasive maneuver on crit because it's going to be critting basically every single shot. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. But you're probably just fine with 14 damage and then sticking the rest with scaling because, yeah, that's going to work out just fine. It's not going to cost you 6 health and like 60 gold per evasive maneuver, which is not that expensive for sure. But we were kind of a bit low on cash towards the end of that run because we had to press the heal button so often.